The days of Noah and the Nephilim. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 24, "But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be." In the book of Genesis chapter 6, it is said that the sons of God came and took up earthly wives. Now it came to pass, when the men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose. And the Lord said, "My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came in to the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown." The Greek Septuagint version of Genesis chapter 6, verse 2 reads as angels of God and not sons of God. In the book of Job, chapters 1 and 38, the sons of God are also distinguished as either good or obedient or fallen angels, and they were not mortal men. These giants, who were a product of fallen angels and the daughters of men, are called the Nephilim. The Nephilim were a hybrid of fallen angels and human beings. The scriptures in Genesis chapter 6, verse 4 states, "There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that." This suggests that the Nephilim existed and still exist now in different forms. Essentially, according to Genesis chapter 6, verse 4, the Nephilim existed after Noah's flood, and their bloodline exists in modern day times. While the book of Genesis refers to the Nephilim as giants in the King James Version, the word Nephilim appears twice in the Hebrew Bible, in Genesis chapter 6 and chapter 13. They are referred to as Nephilim, which means they caused the world to fall after falling themselves from heaven. The Sumerians also referred to them as the star people, or the Anakim, because they were the sons of Anak, the giants or fallen angels. The book of Enoch and the book of Jubilees, which were discovered in the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947 and is part of the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible, also talk about the Nephilim. If all scripture is inspired by God, why are there significant differences in the number of books in the Hebrew Bible, the Latin Bible, the Greek Septuagint Bible, the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible, the Catholic Bible, and the King James Version? If all the existing Bibles are translated from the original Hebrew Bible and the Greek Septuagint Bible, then it is to be expected that every Bible should have the same number of books in it. But that is not the case. Why does the King James Bible, for instance, and the Catholic Bible authorize some books and not others to be part of their canon? Could these omissions amount to mere deception of mankind in general? There are different books that were included in the Hebrew Bible and in the Greek Septuagint Bible, which are not in the current King James Bible. These missing books were quoted from as a reference by the prophets in the Old Testament, but were never included in the authorized King James Version. If God's prophets quoted from these books, then it is beyond any reasonable comprehension why such books were never included in the King James Bible. It is a clear example how, in this case, entire books were left out at the pleasure of the King of England. God bless.